Sure. The fundamental question is a referendum on Erdogan's management of the economy and his management of infrastructural growth. And so after 20 years, this is really a referendum on his governance. The opposition promises to return to a more normal foreign policy, a less adventurous foreign policy, should it come to office. It promises more transparency and a return to rule of law. It promises to put the economy right. The government promises much the same. The actual issues, the policy differences between the opposition and the government are not tremendously large. The big difference has to do with who the voters think has a greater capacity to right the economy and normalize Turkish life, which has been undergone such tumult over the last few years.
أود أن أستوضح منك هنا في الإعلام العربي ربما ولسنوات يتم الترويج لأردوغان على أنه في مجال الاقتصاد أنجز الكثير لبلاده. الآن هل بات الاقتصاد نقطة ضعفه؟
Sure. I think that, and I don't think that that's just the Arab world. I think a lot of people have come to think of the AKP as a very effective pro-business party. And that was its record for its first 10 years in office. But starting around 2011 or so, once they had consolidated power, they did the things that big parties in power often do. They started putting political allies into positions that needed expertise. They started to give sweet deals to political businesses that were allies to themselves. They became more corrupt. They became less capable of managing the economy in the ways that they had previously. And so the last 10 years of the AKP's governance have been much less well managed than the first 10 years. We see that in hyperinflation. We see that in climbing unemployment levels. We see that in climbing poverty levels.
طيب ماذا إذا أضفنا لكل هذا تبعات الزلزال وتأثيره على هذه الانتخابات؟
So the AKP came to power in the wake of an earthquake in 1999 and the government's mismanagement of that earthquake in 1999, and they promised to do better. And what we saw in this earthquake is the failure of the AKP to do the kind of preparation to ensure the rule of law about construction, about earthquake proofing. The earthquake itself was unavoidable, but the disaster that occurred was a human-made disaster. It was a corruption-made disaster.